man. I know.
Hooey!
Welcome back to our 103rd episode today live, December the 20th, 2024. 2024.
Oh.
A lot of information has happened since last week. There's so many things happening. One of the things that we're going to be proposing is to be daily next year. We're going to probably try to do a presentation hopefully next year, probably around May.
This is my first time hearing about that.
We have been kind of talking about continuity, and then now that so many things happen, and then we're like, oh man, we only got the topic line is so limited, and so many things are happening. I kind of want to go through that process of investigation, or what we could do to make it a better daily show. Okay, so keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Episode 103, special mentions, our menu of services. Check our list. We got tax preparation services, thepremiumadvantage.com. You're looking for insurance solutions, some memberships for business support, affiliate programs if you're interested in making extra cash during tax season, business development, business growth, start up your business. We are ready to help. Go to thepremiumadvantage.com, set up a free discovery appointment, and we can answer your questions. Also, the live episodes every Friday. If you're interested, go to the website, go to the channel, thepremiumadvantage.com, and register.
Dude, now is the time before January. Get ahead of this. Get on your insurance, get on your taxes, get everything straight away, squared. These guys will help you. That's what this is about.
So that 2025 is a more informed year, so that we're all more informed. Hopefully, is to help everybody save money in insurance and taxes. Okay. Our host today, myself, Roberto, at Premium HCX on all social media. Our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
Hello to everyone in podcast land.
Thank you very much for joining us today and in this adventure of the Premium Advantage and exposure for businesses. Here we go. Today's agenda, health and insurance, some biological health updates, biological health updates from the Premium Advantage coming up. Also, government and taxes, some information about government and taxes, the update of what's happening today, some things that some people may not be aware. We're going to be sharing some information about the budget that's happening, the negotiations, some influences from Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Sports Info, the section for sports. And then also the power of networking. We're going to continue that until all through next year is the plan for now with regards to the power of networking.
All through next year, so till next week?
That is correct. So we'll be making a little bit of mentions about that. We'll see how that development comes out. All right. Cool. So today, don't forget, moratoriums are lifted in Texas. If you need insurance, go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com.
Yes, sir.
Health and insurance. We like to connect health and insurance and keep ourselves informed with regards to this because we have a health insurance aspect in our society, and so that if there's updates on health and situations that involve our health, it's going to affect the insurance, right? So
isn't it true when you get an insurance policy or a life insurance policy, they ask you a whole bunch of questions about your life, like do you smoke, are you active, all those things that factor into that.
Yeah, you typically go when it's life insurance, you typically go through an application process. Some companies go through a strenuous application process to try to see if they can find you like a lower rate. Some no test needed. They just ask you some questions, and then you just get approved.
But the better your health is, the better your rate?
Typically, yes. Typically. That is correct. That is correct.
So that's important, man. Super health and insurance go together.
Correct. At least the cost of maintaining your health, right? Depending on how, like anything else, or maintenance of anything else, right?
Yeah.
So, up to some biology, if you wouldn't mind sharing with us.
Yeah, I just found this out in biology. So this is something, it's interesting because it's a new finding that they're researching. That's something that's kind of old school. Have you ever been to or talked to an older person and they tell you that when they were kids, they used to play with dirt and that's why they're healthy and that's why they don't get sick? And that nowadays kids are not. They're out indoors and they're not playing with dirt is what older folks are saying. So science is now getting involved.
Science
is now getting involved to find out if that's true or not. And it is true. So new findings, they're finding that soil bacteria contribute to growing global issues. So you're building antibiotic resistance by touching bacteria in the soil. So literally, parents, get your kids out of the house, throw them in some dirt, let them play around with it because it's actually true. Now, with this, it's the study is a little bit skewed. I don't want to say skewed. It's interesting because nowadays it's like, what type of dirt? Yes. These playgrounds nowadays are getting cheaper and cheaper, so they put artificial things in there. They put chemicals in there. It's not actual dirt from wherever they used to ship dirt from or from the ground that they've dug up.
I've seen some playgrounds with like a rubber, with the rubber mulch.
The rubber mulch is chemicals, right?
Yeah,
so
we
don't know what the long-term studies are yet, but one thing we do know is, again, from this biology study, is that older people, including up to like our generation, who did play with sticks and rocks and stuff, are having a longer lifespan, are having a healthier lifespan. What meaning healthier lifespan is a newer term, meaning that your quality of life in the amount of time that you live, right? So that's what it's about nowadays. So the new finding in biology is, it's an old finding, but they proved it.
Yeah.
Dirt has great bacteria for antibiotic resistance.
I like it. That's great information, because what happens is sometimes like a trend starts to develop and nobody gets themselves informed, right? Like, for example, fast food, that became like a fast food issue with health all over the place, right? Because people, oh, fast food is delicious. Yeah, but it's not very healthy, right? So as maybe more rubber situations comes up and they want to keep filling the parks with artificial, it's like, oh, hold on. Can we make some part of the park have some soil, some actual soil, even if some parts of the park, have some benefit, but then also keep the soil nature included in this situation and not a full revamp with regards to, like, I'm just saying. So now that we have more information that backs up this situation, seems reasonable, right? Oh, it's no, to throw away all the dirt, bring all the rubber.
No, and that's exactly.
It's gonna cost you more to throw away all the dirt.
I get what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to make it safer for the kids. Rubber so that they can hit the ground and bounce off, right? I get it, right? It makes sense.
Exactly.
But it's actually better for a kid. I know. I just had a flashback of the time that I was on the monkey bars and flipped on my back and lost my air, and all the kids came and laughed and kicked dirt on me.
Better for you. That was better for you.
That helped me, apparently. That's why I'm here today. And everybody in Houston is coughing and whooping, coughing, and
hey, you know what?
And I'm not. I don't know.
Whoa! I've been coughing lately the last couple of days. You heard about that? Tell me about what you've been hearing about.
So I've been hearing that there's apparently in Houston it's a walking pneumonia. Is what
walking pneumonia. Now, keep in mind, this is in a tangent conversation. This is not part of the agenda. However,
not at all.
There are these.
But we're talking about biology.
Yeah, and the Houston also. You remember we were at Houston show, and I have noticed that. Keep in mind, you bring that up, but I'm like, oh yeah, I've been coughing, and then you said, it's been going on.
So because I have a lot of clients that touching weights, and I'm a fitness trainer during the day, right? So people come in and out of the gym and coughing, and I hear these conversations. So apparently there's walking pneumonia, and I'm like, what is a walking pneumonia? Is there a running pneummonia? Is there a sitting pneumonia?
No. Jacinto's not a doctor. Keep in mind, this is like 4th degree of separation with regards to understanding what this is.
All right, but apparently a walking pneumonia just means that you're able to walk and move and do things, as opposed to a regular pneumonia where you're just completely suffering, right? So you're functional. And so people are confusing and this is what I've been told. I might want to double check. Hit the comments, man. Let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that in Houston, there's a walking pneumonia going around, and people are confusing it with a whooping cough. Apparently, a whooping cough is something very treatable, very easy. You cough. That's how you cough. When you cough. Like, it comes out whooping. So if you go to the hospital and you have pneumonia, that means your immune system is extremely compromised, and you can catch anything and die.
Oh, interesting.
Whooping cough, you're not. You just have that nasty cough. You just have those symptoms of the ENT situation, ear, nose, and throat situation. So, folks, be careful, be wary out there. If you got a nasty cough going on, go get yourself checked out. But while you're in that waiting room, let's mask up. Let's be careful. Let's cover yourself. Because if you have pneumonia and you don't have whooping cough, you could catch something in that waiting room and die. Like, it's that serious with pneumonia. So let's be careful out there, y'all.
Just be aware, be informed, right? It's not like it's a crazy situation, but it is new and developing. So it's better to be ahead of it and be.
And the COVID thing, man, it prepared us in a way, but it kind of, I want to say, it like desensitized us. Like, we're all like wiping down. Everybody's using hand sanitizer now, but apparently it could be overkill. Because the good bacteria.
It's about balance.
Balance. You nailed it, dude. You nailed it. That's it.
Anything else? Let us know. Keep us posted with regards to these developments as you guys see them.
Yeah, it's only getting cold. Season's only getting further.
Some more information with regards to government and taxes. So, government and taxes will try to always create solutions for streamlining is one of the things that, and then some words have been coming out that I'm thinking, it's worth
Texas or is that USA?
It's definitely in the USA.
That's Texas. Good point.
2025 budget. Here's the story. Okay, so here's the summary version with regards to what I've been exposed to, the information that I'm getting. The federal 2025 budget was like ready to go, bipartisan support. Everybody was like on board with regards to this budget. Yeah, let's go, passing up.
That's rare to get everybody on board.
It's rare, and so apparently Elon Musk made a little bit of a deal or a big deal, or essentially started posting like, hey, this budget is not a good budget. and Trump looked it over, or they came into alignment with regards to how they look at the budget, that particular budget, and they put a stop to it. And so now everybody's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We all agree to this, but kind of Elon Musk said, I looked it over, and you guys are overspending.
You're wrong. Wait, so he doesn't even have power yet. How is he?
That is the interesting part of the situation. I mean, how does he not have power?
January 20th, right? Is when the
president takes over. It's the nature of communication or how our society communicates, right? Even though Trump is not in office. In office, thank you very much. There are still situations of having Elon Musk, the founder of a bunch of things that's a huge social media impact that can communicate this way and can create these effects of. So the main issue was. The main part of the discussion was that the lawmakers, they were like ready to go home for the holidays. That's the big thing. They were like bipartisan deal.
That's why they agreed. Sure. Let's do it. Whatever. I got Christmas plans. Wow.
That is. It's hard to say that's what it is because
Elon Musk is a robot, so he doesn't celebrate holidays.
Get back over here.
Fix the tax. Yes. Oh, wow.
So super complex little situation. Keeping this in mind.
Dude, that's fascinating.
The goal was for Elon Musk to head, Musk is leading the Department of Government Efficiency, which is
government efficiency.
Yeah. So the thing is, streamlining is an efficiency solution that we're introducing. And this is also involved with taxes.
Wow.
Meaning also there's a connection here that we should all be aware of, because as this thing evolves, it's going to affect all of us. Everybody that's paying into the tax system, or if they're going to switch it into a tariff, whatever it may be. Right now, this is at the edge. 2025 budget was about to get passed. They said no. Now it's a government shutdown looming because the lawmakers want to go home. So they try.
Wait, I feel like they do that all the time, though. There's always the threat of a government shutdown.
That's right. That's correct. But this time, you have Elon Musk involved, which before it was not.
That is so strange.
So the nature of how did it happen before, where the bipartisan agreement wasn't available, but now it is available, but it took third parties to come in and say, hey, no, it's not a good enough deal.
Wow.
It feels like it could be like a show, right? Like, no, you're giving up too fast, and because it's exciting. It's like, oh, hey, it's like they're gonna go back and say, oh, the premium advantage is exciting. Well, I'll tell you what, it's better to come and confront the issue that is challenging at the time that it needs to be challenged, as opposed to letting it pass and then you can resolve it for like another 12 months. I believe that's part of the nature.
Ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
That hey, pass that. Whoa, hold on, break.
And everybody's like, oh, he's smart. He knows numbers. We can trust those numbers. Let's figure it out.
I mean, it's reasonable for it, since it is the largest economy in the world, like, to some degree, like maybe a second look is reasonable. Hold on, guys.
And also, politicians are notorious for sneaking stuff in bills. Like
yes.
And that's what I think the regular folks are loving about this situation, and Elon getting involved is that it's a regular person, even though he's a robot, getting involved in politics to be like, wait, $50 for a hammer? No, stuff like that. It sounds
it will be
great.
Pretty challenging for a normal or a person that doesn't deal with these figures to be able to connect. They're like, hold on, if this is this, this shouldn't be. You shouldn't have this. You shouldn't have this. So,
chess, not checkers, right?
It's the complex nature of this situation, of the communication. So as we become actualized, as we gather information, everybody can come to their own conclusions about how it is. However, right now, that's how it is. They shut it down. They were about to go home. Elon and Trump said, nope. Now everybody's scrambling to avoid a government shutdown, right? Wow. This will affect a lot of people if it goes through, by the way. So they're kind of playing a high-stakes gamble, right? They're playing a high-stakes gamble with regards to them being able to get it passed. If they don't, like, people are going to go home with no pay. And so that's the nature of the risk. And so some people are upset. Some people are like, yeah. Some people are upset. That's where it's at, dude. That's where it's at. I don't know what to say. That's where it is.
Place your bets.
It's going to go somewhere.
Wow.
Sports, Cinto. Here we go. Let's go. Now, up to sports.
All right, y'all. It's time for Sports, Cinto. So, the Houston Texans, we are AFC South champions for the second year in a row. Nice. We are amazing. We are going into the playoffs with a giant head of steam. We are excited. So, Houston Texans going into it, all of our players are getting healthy right now. We had that bye week. We came back and we slapped the Dolphins around a little bit. We struggled a little bit, but our defense is stellar. Shout out to Stingley, number 24. Stingley had 2 interceptions. Also, the interception of the year. He did this amazing, just like reach back catch, and it was Tua's opportunity to come back in the game. Tua Tagovailoa,
Yeah,
saying that wrong. The quarterback for the Dolphins, he is notorious, or not notorious. He had those situations with concussions last year, and he was out for a while, so he's back, and he's doing really well, and our defense shut him down, dude. It was amazing. We barely won that game, though, because our offensive line sucks. Shout out to number 78, the most terrible person on earth. So here's the thing, man.
What's happening with regards to the strategy of handing the ball to the quarterback real quickly?
It's working. It's working, but that can only work for so long because
they're gonna catch on. Hey,
every NFL team is good.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Not great, but good, and that means that they can make adjustments. They can watch film, and they can just focus on one particular thing.
Yeah,
I saw this past weekend that there was a free kick. Yeah. Something that's never been done before. So people are really like reading the rules, reading the lines to see any
they're going to the edge with regards to that. I remember something about that you were mentioning with that quarterback that's doing the fake sliding. So that's at the gray line. So they're getting into that gray line situation.
He's doing that more, and it happened again this past weekend where a quarterback kind of slid-ish, and the dude could not hold back, and he hit him in the face. But he didn't get a 3-game suspension like our guy got.
Oh, really?
It's just really, really strange. It's very gray. It's hard to be black or white with a hit like that. But quarterbacks should not be fake sliding because you're asking for it. And if you're fake sliding, dude, if you get popped the next play, it's on you, dude, because you asked for it, man. So it's a weird situation in the NFL, but the playoffs is gonna be awesome. So the Texans are playing on Christmas Day. So get yourself ready. It's gonna be on Netflix. Hopefully, it won't be like the Titans.
Oh yeah, Beyonce's gonna be performing.
Beyonce's performing at the halftime show. They're gonna have little kids. Shout out to Cess and Monica. They're gonna be dancing on the halftime show.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a really cool halftime show. So hopefully Netflix can handle it because they did not handle the Tyson fight very well.
That's right.
So it's gonna be on Netflix. It's the early game. I think it's like at 2 or 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So look out for that. Texans versus Baltimore. It's not gonna be an easy game, but both teams are in the playoffs. So I have a feeling we're gonna be resting players. I don't know how that's gonna work. The game honestly doesn't matter as far as the record. So it'd be smart to rest our players. But number 78 needs to be out there practicing, working. Sorry, 78 drives me crazy.
What about the Rockets?
All right, so what's next? I forgot what I said about the Rockets. Oh, yeah, so the Rockets, our identity, man, our identity. So unfortunately, the Rockets lost in the tournament. We were in the semifinals. We almost made it to the finals of the tournament. Yeah. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks, who did win the tournament, and every player won $500,000.
Oh, really?
That's the win. The winner wins $500K each.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
It was sponsored by United Emirates.
Really? Emirates, huh?
Emirates. Apparently that I've never flown that, but it's an airline. I have a friend who flown that, and they said it's the best airline ever. Like they treat you like a god in there. It's amazing. Yeah. So if you ever have a chance to fly Emirates, do it.
Somehow they get themselves sponsored at the Premium Advantage.
Yeah. So $500K to everybody on the Milwaukee Bucks team. But the Rockets right now, our identity is serious. Yeah. Right now we're fighting. We're going to be in the playoffs. I'm anticipating this. We couldn't go far if we keep our identity. Okay. Our identity is hard defense and sprint. That is what we do. That is what our king. And then at the very end, we got people just jacking up threes at the end of that. So that combination has been working really well. I'm excited for the Rockets and what we're going to be doing.
Let me show. Can you do the impression of the 3-pointers again?
It's like this. You got to do that kick out too to get that foul, baby. 4-point play.
And we got Tucker.
Oh, God. And this one is so upsetting,
You guys were talking about it last week, too, whenever Chase was here.
Yes,
here was the probability that was happening.
This is so upsetting.
At least it's Tucker, though, right?
Shout out to Chase.
He called it, right?
He called it. Go back to that. The king. Put that right. That is, look how happy he is holding up that world championship trophy that he made the last catch on, by the way. This is our future. The whole time we've had him as a rookie, every team was fighting for him, and we always said no. So anytime.
Now there's a variable that has been shifted. A strong variable.
Happened. Here is the variable. Oh God, it's so upsetting. Yeah. We spent all our money on that closer, Hader, who botched so many games last year, including the last game of the season. Dude, we gave him so much money that we can't afford to keep our best player, Kyle Tucker. So we gave him away to the Cubs. He's going to go play in Chicago now, but we got a couple of guys for him. What? What are you doing, Astros? The general manager has lost his mind. We're going to lose Bregman now because with what we did get is we got a third baseman. So it's obvious, right? So now Bregman's not going to come back. Well, we offered him some money. There was some negotiation going on.
But this all
Tucker's gone.
You guys have mentioned that this had to do with the big old contract that kind of left the gap that everybody's now. This is all a relationship to that.
It's all trickled down. It's a result of what our general manager did when he first came in. They fired Lunau, our other one, because of the whole scandal that was going on and all that before. So they had to we got this new guy. Dana Brown is our GM, and he's just been making dumb decisions, man. The other one, Jose Abreu. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
Jose, okay, I'm gonna tell you. Jose Abreu, we spent $1 gazillion on him.
Yeah.
He was the MVP in Chicago, the White Sox. He had a crazy long beard. Somebody I know used to have a crazy long beard like that, and it would stick out. He wrapped it in a little rubber band and everything.
I did it. I've done it.
No, Jose Abreu did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did it. I've done it.
So Jose Abreu was supposed to be this amazing guy, and he lost.
I didn't remember who it is.
And quit.
Wow.
We even took him home, let him take a couple weeks off. He couldn't handle the beard. It weighed him down. We even got Jeff Bagwell to go with him to Florida to help him get his swing back.
Couldn't get it back.
I
remember you guys were talking about this.
We gave him so much money, and now we're poor and we can't afford the king. We call him King Tuck. And every time he would play, the whole crowd wore they look like those Burger King hats, you know, gold crowns. And now he's gone. And I'm so sad, and it just sucks. And I don't know. I'm not confident about the Astros next year. No Bregman, no Tucker.
Wow, that's the first time we met.
Dude,
since we met.
I'm serious now.
We'll see how it goes.
All we have is Altuve and Alvarez.
So see what Altuve and Alvarez can put together.
So other teams are just gonna pitch around those guys.
Yeah, is that right?
And let everybody else go ahead and hit. You don't have Bregman. You don't have Tucker.
Oh, I see.
Tucker's also left-handed. God, I'm so upset about that.
Well, we'll see what the future brings. At this point,
very sad sports team till today.
Your updates, weekly updates. Now the networking segment, the power networking. Power. This week I ended up at the Christmas luncheon for L.E.A.D. L.E.A.D is a networking event.
Okay.
Now I'm supposed to get pictures. I'm supposed to get pictures. The marketing team keeps telling me get pictures.
Yes.
I got business cards the next day. I keep trying with the pictures. I forget, but because there's so many things are happening.
Maybe you just hold the card up to the camera.
Working with the solutions. We got me to. So at this particular networking event, found a lot of solutions, a lot of professionals. Well, I extended an invitation out to everybody, as I typically do, that has good information and things of that nature. And I mentioned to them that I was going to be contacting them with this business card, with this information, so they can hopefully sign up to the show.
Very cool.
Weekly episodes next year, and then we're trying to do daily starting in May, hopefully.
So what kind of folks come to this luncheon? What kind of
professionals looking to network to create a little bit of a strategy with the communication. Like, this is what I look for. If you know anybody that does this, I can help them specifically with this. Then you do it consistently. So folks, start kind of learning what you do, and then just more naturally leading folks your way. That's what it's called, lead, because they're more aware of your presence. They know what kind of solutions you have, but you have to be kind of continuous. There's several groups that work this way. Like B.N.I, for example, a big one is the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. They do that. So I mean, basically, these are the 3 top ones, by the way, that I've been really trying to engage a little bit more with for the episode, and to get folks more inside information about how they work. So L.E.A.D is the one that I've been kind of, because it's close by to Midtown. B.N.I are also popular, as I mentioned, and the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is also a very good one. These are the 3 main ones that I've been dealing with. So these are the ones that I would say to folks, look them up. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Now for this L.E.A.D event, I got Mr. Todd Merle, right, financial professional. Gonna be reaching out to Miss Andrea Hoxie from Grand P, some life insurance information there that's very valuable. Mr. Tom Pinley with security and information about data protection. Tom Pinley.
Oh, Tom Pinley.
Mr. Larry Beck with solutions for shredding and things of that nature, paper and things of that nature, a lot of shredding, a lot of offices. We got Mr. Markham Rollins, he's a jeweler, very, 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 he's a customized jeweler. He does a lot of, a lot of, and then, a lot of information, because you don't know what kind of solutions you need at what particular moment.
That's a good point.
And then Jonah Pedroso from Bank Oski, he was also there. He's a VP of Business Development. I mentioned it to him that I was going to be extending an invitation for the solutions, because they'll do funding for businesses. Yeah. So these are, right. So
shout out.
All of these little situations are connected to have solutions available when you're ready to go, right? Depending on the situation. So I highly recommend for the next one, for Lee to check him out. Also the other
When's
2
the next
chambers. Every week. They have it every week.
Okay.
Every week, check them.
Sweet.
All right, cool. And then don't forget, raffle time. The first week of the month, we've been giving out prizes. We're still one or two prices behind with regards to like giving them out. We've been mentioning, trying to contact folks, but folks, don't forget, if you sign up for the raffle, pay attention so that you can claim your prize.
How can they sign up?
Go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com, at the membership tab at the bottom, raffle registry, or the YouTube channel, go to the about section, raffle registry.
Raffle register.
Mm-hmm. Keep that in mind. That's it for me. That's all the information that we have for the. Oh no, coming tonight we have special performances.
So next Friday, the 27th. Yes, December 27th. That's gonna be 8 p.m. at Net Bar. We have the next comedy show. These are professional comedians. So I got Jeff Joe headlining. We have Jude Alexander, who's 12 years old. 12 years old comedian.
Oh really?
He's a beast too.
Wow.
He's a beast too.
Gotcha.
And then we got Melissa Sursley. Melissa, that's my friend. She lives out on the north side, but she's amazing, hilarious comedian. And then we have a couple special guest comedians that I don't want to say.
Okay.
Who are amazing. All these comedians are hilarious. It's gonna be a killer show. December 27th. That's next Friday at 8 p.m.
Nice, right after the holidays. A good time to go.
Exactly, man. Actually, and it's gonna be that bar is amazing. The drinks are awesome. We have food there, and it's free.
The show is free.
The comedians are getting paid, so that it's good jokes. But the show, it's free. So come on out.
Paid comedians. Next week, go to Net Bar. Got it. Sasito's gonna be hosting. Anything else? Anything else we're throwing in there?
Everybody have a happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
That's what's gonna. But next time is gonna be after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, everybody out there.
See you guys next time.
Mad love.